I just got on. I missed it, but
I
luckily for
know. I actually looked about 5 minutes ago. I was like, oh no, Dawn's not here. I like
my
your
friend,
t-shirt, by the way. Your t-shirt is awesome.
oh, thank you. My
Okay.
friend, my friend has been told he has no hope, and this has been the quickest acting shit I've ever seen. And so I'm just getting him out of the hospital today and putting together a protocol. And this is the daddy to my two big dogs. He's the one that helped me rescue Sammy, and then he let me use his house to get the puppies.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been a really, really good friend to me. And um,
I know, Dawn. I'm telling you, we talked about it this morning. If I don't know if you've had a chance to watch the Unfuck It discussion from this morning, we got into this subject this morning of the shit that's going on right now is just beyond unreal, beyond anything that I can even fathom as real. Like it's just like you said about what you and I talked about quietly, just privately last night. All the animals that are dying or have died in the last couple of months.
it's unbelievable.
Insane. It's insane. I can't. You know.
And I was having like serious talk with my higher self last night in the bathtub. Like I get into these states now where I'm asking the questions now. Like I'm pointing things out, and I'm like, okay, this is the shit that's always kind of, and I don't ever say anything, but now I'm going to. And
So
like,
did you get any hints back from your higher self? Because funnily enough, 2 nights ago in the bathtub, I had a conversation with my higher self. Exact same thing. Like, what the fuck is going on? What the
exactly,
actual fuck is going on? Because I'm done with this shit. So you show me what the fuck is going on.
yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, exactly. You know,
See, this is what I meant earlier. Once you know what's wrong, once you know for sure what is going wrong, you can start applying medicine, right? Like, the tooth are rotten, you get them out. You know that this is going on with the organism, you try to fight what's making it sick, right? Like, you
Yeah.
go to the root
So it's like,
instead of
yeah,
to the
what's
symptom.
going on? So if we know what's going on, then maybe we can, like you say, treat the symptoms
okay.
at the very least.
So let me just say this. This is my big epiphany as of the last 3 days. Is I'm taking an alchemy course, a very advanced one right now. And let me just break this down. Everybody I know that's sick, uh, we got certain things that are the same. But if you've noticed that, how we've talked about vitamins, for so long, and like the
Yep.
big thing now is people going and getting those IV treatments, vitamin C and different things. And
Yep.
I've always supported that. But I've always noticed that people can't absorb this shit. They're peeing it out. Well, then it just hit me because I'm studying my alchemy now, and we're looking at the body and how it's set up. And there's 12 cell salts that run the body. 12. And you've got
Uh-huh.
and you've got
Uh-huh.
so the cell
And
salts
are you still here?
The cell
And is still
salts
here.
are what give you the
Yep.
permeability in the organs to absorb the fucking vitamins. So if you don't have these, then good luck.
Dawn,
So
Dawn, Dawn, Dawn.
Anne and I, hold on, Bossy. Anne and I have been talking about this for a year, and then it keeps kind of like fading away. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it comes back in, and you go like, these
no,
cell
it's there.
salts, these cell salts, these cell salts.
So I
And Anne
ordered
and I
them
just
all.
talked about it 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Again,
If
saying we
you
have to
Danny,
get Mark on
this
again
yeah,
to talk.
afternoon, I very nearly messaged him to say I had a quick convo with him last week about coming on to do the cell salts,
it's a
and
big deal. It's a
yeah,
big deal. So
We have to get him on.
they told my friend that his liver and his kidneys are going. that can't do anything. And so, like, I'm all over these cell salts, right? So I already got them all in, and I'm hitting him every way to Sunday, every 3 to 4 hours with these cell salts to get hit. Because if you got no cell salts, you got no viability, nothing.
And you need those cell salts to be able to absorb all of
Anything.
these other nutrients.
And there are ancient charts out there that the ancients knew exactly, like, when you were born, what you would be deficient in, and like 3 months up from that point. And if you read it out, I guarantee you 99% of you are going to go, holy shit, I have that problem. As I have done in my own life in the last 3 days. I have been ordering this shit like crazy, and I'm all over it. So if that's a synchronicity with you guys.
Oh, huge synchronicity, yeah.
I'm in the middle of studying it right now. Like, I have access to all the charts. I have everything.
No, Ann and I were talking about this.
May I quickly introduce one thing about vitamins? If you take them, most of the vitamins you get are synthetic stuff.
Yeah,
like if I go to the drugstore and tell them I need a vitamin supplement, they tell me, here, take this sort of acid, right? But it's the body acid. Exactly. It is literally, if you look at the molecules, it's literally left spinning and right spinning. There's only one natural. If you take the synthetic stuff, you have to take the original vitamin to your cells that your body actually is tricked into. Here's the original. See, here is the other spinning thing. It is almost the same vitamin. So take it in, right? You have to trick your body. And see, here we are at the same point again.
But here's the thing, though. This is what Dawn is saying. And I get what you're saying, Bossy, and Ann and I have done shows where we've discussed all the stuff about vitamins, about the fact that you have to use real, for example, ascorbic acid is not vitamin C, not real vitamin C. It's an artificial construct, right? Which is why we put out the PDF for Philip's method of dehydrating the oranges, actually extracting the actual bioavailable vitamin C, real vitamin C, not the fake shit.
Just imagine if everybody had the cell salts. Imagine the availability into our bodies would be like no tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's even the food you're taking. If you've got this is my whole thing as well. And Aunt Dawn, it's so synchronistic, because I was reading something just 2 weeks ago, and it was again that whole thing of, you can eat all the carrots you want, but it still depends on whether your body can absorb those fucking vitamins.
And that's it. Something so fucking simple that's left out of the equation. Look what happened. And then, okay, let's also add in that it was written that if you try to take a lot of vitamins and you don't have the absorbency issue, I mean, you can't absorb it, you can actually damage your organs.
Exactly.
So, but people don't know that.
I had a really good friend of mine who went on a vitamin kick about 25 years ago, and she literally shut down her kidneys. She shut down her kidneys, and she was taking like high quality, not cheap drugstore vitamins, but she was taking all these vitamins because she was one of these people who she went on a kick. She was like, vitamins are good, so therefore I'm going to take all these vitamins. And she was taking them all, and she was like all day long, but popping all these vitamins, et cetera, and she shut down her kidneys. And she like literally almost did permanent damage. And luckily, we have a good friend of mine who was a doctor,
imagine
saw her and said, "You hospital now," and dragged her in. And did a full cleanse on a renal cleanse on her to all these vitamins.
Imagine the shock. You're taking in literally synthetic stuff your body can't take in, right? That goes through your flow. Your kidneys have to fucking recycle all that shit, and that is literally stuff that is not body right.
The other thing is too, it's not vitamins though, it's the minerals. The
minerals is what we're lacking. But this is what Ben has been talking about this for years. In our soil, our foods no longer contain these minerals, or don't have the same levels that they should have, because the soil is depleted. So therefore, the soil is depleted when the plant grows. it cannot absorb all those minerals.
Not only that. Sorry, Dawn. Continue.
I'm saying you're missing your cell salts. You can't absorb your vitamins, and you don't have any fucking minerals. These are basic shit. And these are like, this is like your base, right?
Yep.
And you wonder why everything's falling apart and nobody can keep their bodies together. I mean, wouldn't it boil down to something this fucking simple?
I always go back to Ralph Ring. I love Ralph Ring and the interview that I did with him in 2013. And that was his one thing. If it isn't simple, you're doing it wrong.
He's right. He's fucking right.
If it isn't simple,
Yes.
you're doing it wrong.
But see, there is a cool trick. If you have your own garden, right? Before you plant any seeds, take the seeds in your mouth, get them in contact with your saliva, right? Plant them so the seeds know who you are and who you are planting for. And then also a very, very important thing, if it's summertime and if the weather is right, if you can walk barefoot, walk to the field of your crops barefoot.
Absolutely,
so the plant
boss.
can absorb what you are and what you're lacking of, right? And if you eat stuff, get them raw. Yeah, I know I made so much fun about foodies and whatnot.
Okay, but
right?
you know what? Here's the thing, though. Most people don't understand your body doesn't digest cellulose. Your body doesn't digest cellulose. So there's a happy medium point. You can sit there, and I do know people who are raw food vegans who actually survive quite nicely on that.
Yes,
but the
then
average
keep in
person...
mind,
The average person cannot survive on raw food, on raw vegetables.
Keep in mind, dinosaurs had stones in their stomachs, right? Why did they have stones in their stomachs? To grind up the fucking food.
Yes,
they
but we're
eat.
not dinosaurs, darling. We're not.
I know.
Okay, so no. Okay, so just back it off, okay? Because, like I said, this is all shit that we've covered. We've talked for years now about the soil. And we've talked about the whole thing. I love the idea that the programming your seeds in your mouth is fucking brilliant. And I've said that's one of the first things I'm going to be doing. But I want to get back to the cell salts. Okay? I don't want to get lost on this because this is important. And the very fact that we have all these people who are, like I said, synchronistically bringing this to the table, bringing this to our awareness. Okay, Anne, can we talk to Mark?
Yeah, I'll message him in the morning.
Okay, please. And if we can get him on a show, whatever if we can't do it live, then we'll do a recording, whatever works within his schedule. Because you and I have been talking about this fucking nonstop, on and off, for months and months and months now. And so this is the moment. We really do need to definitely get him on.
I'm telling you right now, it's
and for anyone who doesn't know,
yep.
Mark teaches cell salts in the Naturopathic College in Dublin.
Yeah.
So he knows quite a lot about them.
I'm telling y'all, this is a base deal. I mean, if we're all thinking about this is spirit, and this is a base. This is such a big deal, and the cell salts are so inexpensive.
They're so dirt cheap. When you're used to paying like $50 and $60 for a bottle of vitamins, you're gonna go price cell salts, and you're gonna be, are you fucking kidding me?
I get 500 pills. I get 500, and I get the really good quality, like $18. I mean, I can get it for cheaper than that.
They're ridiculous, which is why cell salts keep getting buried, which is why they keep bringing this down, because they're dirt cheap. Anyone can afford them.
And wouldn't it just go to show that if you don't have the permeability in your body to function, to bring in what you need to function, then that would trigger out your DNA all day long, and then you're off to the races depending on what your DNA is. So it's perfect to see exactly why they would squelch it.
Oh yeah. And Rosanna, we will get Mark on as soon as we possibly can. Find out what his schedule is going to be like, and we'll get him on and just to talk about this, about what the body and how to know what you need, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. Are there synthetic versions out there, Dawn? Anne? I don't think so.
No, not that I know of anyway, and certainly not that I'd use.
So could you guys list a couple of brands? Like, do we know a couple of brands that we can say, okay, if you go to this place, like what's it? Does Helios do cell salts?
Helios sells Schussler's tissue salts, as far as I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure what you all buy in the States, but Helios is an English pharmacy.
Yeah.
I have a bottle right here, but I'm getting it through Savon. You know, I'm in the class with Savon Bomar. Now I don't know if everybody knows that, but anyway, like it comes in these kind of bottles, and this one is magnesium phosphate.
Yeah, and magnesium phosphate, I guarantee, is one that we all should be taking. Like,
Yeah,
I fucking guarantee it.
This is the one specific to me from you know, showing, you know, where you're born. It shows, you know, what you need. And the pills are real small, you know, and they dissolve in your mouth, under your tongue. And they're like 500 in here. But then you can get
Highlands. Yeah, and I know Highlands is a great brand. You guys can get that in North America. Here, I'll put this out here. I used Highlands in Canada all the time. They do some awesome products.
So I just want to say, you can do a pill that is called a bioplasma pill that has all 12 in there.
Yeah.
I would always say do that, and then look at the chart. I have the chart. I can post it in UU, and it'll show you where, you know, what you lack due to your birth date, and then you'll backtrack it like 3 squares. Those are the 3 that you're going to be deficient in the most. Now you may have other areas that you might need to add in, but you'll want to take like a separate cell salt just for that particular one that you need extra of. And then and you do it like every 3 to 4 hours. And it's impossible to take too much because your body naturally knows what to do with it, but you want to stay on a regimen. But
it also flushes it out naturally, as it would.
Everything. So I just started it today myself. I started having those chest pains again that I had when my mom was dying.
I'm just going to show you guys. I'm on the Highlands site, and I know Highlands you can get in Canada, so I assume you can get Highlands in the States. So they do this one, which is all 12 salts.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cellular bioplasma, which is all 12 salts. Then they do all the separate ones. Okay, so the calfluor, the phos, the sulfur, ferrum phos, calimur, caliphos, calisulfur, mag phosphate. So they do all of the other ones in here. So you can figure out what you need as an individual. Start with like the all-in-one, so you're at least getting all of them, and then work on what, if there's a special. I'm literally going like this. I just reading their little description. I'm going skin eruptions, brittle hair, and brittle nails. I'm like, well, I have to get Quinlan on this immediately because that's one of her. Like her hair is so brittle, it's just shattering, and her nails and skin problems, etc. So I'm like, okay, well, this is what we need to get her on, like right now, right away. Excellent. Excellent. I'm so glad we've all brought this up. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, see? Wait, I've lost. Where's. Oh, wait. There we go. Stop share. There we go. Definitely.
Quick question. Do they only sell it in health food stores, or is it more generally available?
No, health food. You'll only get it in stores that sell homeopathics for the most part.
Okay, thanks.
It won't even just be like health food stores. You'll have to find a health food store that sells homeopathics. But Highlands, or you can order a Highlands online. I know that. At least you used to always. So you used to be able to. I don't know if they still can. And Highlands does. If you know anyone who's got babies who are teething, they do a homeopathic remedy for teething babies. That is it is the best of the best. They come in little tiny plastic ampules. And all you do is break the top off and squirt the liquid in the baby's mouth, no matter how young they are, because it's a water base. And they're phenomenal for teething. Like, I swear by Highlands teething stuff. Yeah, so you can probably get the Highlands on Amazon, places like that. Yeah. So yeah, as far as North America goes, because I know the Helios stuff is fantastic. The Helios stuff is really, really good. but I don't know if you can get that in North America because it's a British company.
Also, if you can get maybe the stuff on Amazon instead, eBay instead of Amazon, that would be great.
Yeah, Darla, we just want to get the shit in people. We're not going to talk about the commercialization of it. We just got to do what we got to do. And I always recommend everyone, if you can, Helios does these fantastic little first aid kits that are the homeopathics, and they are the best of the best of the best to have. I swear, they're so brilliant. I've got two kits. They're both Helios, but I have two different kits. One's a first aid kit, and the other one is another basic kit. And I use them all the time, and they're well worth the money. They're well worth the money for the kits. The little small ones, because I can take the little small ones out, and I'll pop it, and I'll put it in my pocket. Yeah, the homeopathic kits from Helios are awesome, and they do like one for a childbirth one, which I didn't see before, and I was like, oh my god! I've got a friend who's due to have her baby in 3 weeks. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to tell her to order that because it's all geared, all the homeopathics geared to having a baby. So, yeah, Mary's awesome. I'd love to get Mary on the show one day, Anne. We need to get Mary on the show. Do you think we can convince her to get on?
Yeah. I know a few people from you are in her group now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll ask her.
Get her on, start talking with some of this stuff too, because this is, again, we got to expand our healing knowledge. Yeah, as much as I've had that hit me this week, like, wow, big gaping holes in my knowledge set that you go, wow, I need to learn more shit, because wow.
Also keep in mind that you can heal your body with sounds and colors, right? Like to not heal itself, but getting it to the position where it's okay and it starts healing itself, right? Like once you have your body within a certain vibration, it can take over and repair itself, right?
Yep.
I'd like to say I think the message got transmitted loud and clear in a very short blast, and it sunk in over here anyway. And if it hit me, it hit a few others listening right now. And I think that's important shit that we just heard. Take it to heed, folks.
Yep. Absolutely. That was a big blast. I'm gonna have to let you guys go though. I'm still fucking exhausted. Fuck.
I feel it too. I'm still tired. Obviously,
did you sleep at all?
A couple of hours.
I heard you kept the chat going this morning for fucking hours. You guys were at it for like 5 hours or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I had been on here since John dropped the link. It's like I told him, I'm like, yeah, we've been on here a while. I've been on here even longer. I told Ron and Amina them. I said, yeah, I've 5 hours. Anything
on top of the show.
I mean, plus, like if you've ever been on here like for almost 10 hours over there, yeah. I mean, shit.
You need some rest, dude. You need to have.
I know. In fact, I'm going to make sure I do get some sleep. Good. It's like, yeah, because you know what it's like. If you feel drug out for too damn long, it's like, I have got to make myself sleep longer. And you do.
I said I did that last night. I went to bed early because I knew we had the show this morning, the Eurasian UnFuckers call, and I was in bed by like 11:45, which is fucking early for me. And I read, but only for about 15 minutes, and I went to sleep maybe a half hour later, and I slept till 10 o'clock this morning. And I woke up and went, fuck, we're live in an hour, and I'm like, holy shit, brain, just, okay, gotta get ready. So yeah.
You needed it. I mean, obviously, your body needed it.
When you crash out for like 10 hours, your body must need it. Exactly. That's unusual for me. So
It's
I'm
like
going
your
to try and
body.
do the same thing tonight. I'm going to try and make myself, it's already 12:30, but I'm going to try and make myself sleep another good long sleep tonight. I got to do something to.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, it's your body just sort of giving you this psychological slap.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. It's like, would you fucking be sensible already?
Just be sensible. Go to bed. Yeah.
You know,
And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go to bed, guys. I love you. Star, I'm going to make you host again now.
Okay, yeah, that'll work for now. Yeah.
And you can just pass it off
go
to
to
someone
bed.
else.
You have to go.
Pass it off to someone else. I love you guys.
Love
I
you,
will
D.
talk to you tomorrow.
One small step for man.